And the NBA always with a great slate of games on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. They've done a great job making that a priority, Greg.
Yeah, they have, B.A. The whole world owes so much to the work of Dr. King. And the NBA has always made sure to honor him on his day.
And the starting lineup for Miami, Norman Powell out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Davion Mitchell. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Wiggins passes to Mitchell. Wiggins outside. For three, Powell. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to post. Here's Butler. Shot, left block. Powell pulls it in. And here's Powell. He'll bring it up for the Heat. It's a three-point game. Their last encounter in Miami.
And last time out, they seized the advantage with their defensive pressure. They did a great job of just forcing a lot of turnovers.
This defensive game plan is easy. Keeping it the same, making them change things.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Now here's Moody. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Here's Butler. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Hero outside. 6 on the shot clock. Adebayo up top. For 3, Powell. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Butler. Pass to Curry. Now Moody. Green, the pass to Curry. Now Moody. He's guarded by Hero. Butler against Wiggins. From downtown. Post. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Hero outside. Pass to Powell. Wiggins outside. And here's Adebayo. Hauled in by Curry.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
Simply the greatest shooter we have ever seen. Every time he makes another three-pointer, he's adding to the record. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
It really was the strength of their D helping them to force a lot of mistakes.
Not just forcing mistakes, but converting them into buckets on the other end. Great controlled aggression from their D in that game.
Now here's Mitchell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Adebayo, no good.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Outside, Green. Pass to Curry. To the middle. Here's Butler. And it's Miami with a rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
And it was those effort plays that put them over the top. They were the harder working team, simple as that.
Now here's Adebayo. Turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And Grant Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
No good on the free throw.
You have to love the style Bam brings with him to the floor. He's such a spirited player, and you can see his teammates enjoy it as well.
Pajemski's checked in for post. That one misses. Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Graham?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time, but what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
Stolen by Wiggins. Adebayo, a screen on Butler. Down low. It's stolen by Green. Curry against Mitchell. High post Green. And stolen by Adebayo. Wiggins passes to Hero. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Butler. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Javi Jaquez has checked in for Mitchell. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Heat, they're hoping to break out from 8th place in the back half of the season.
Well, I think for Miami, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Now here's Wiggins. He picked up 15 in their last win against Oklahoma City.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assists.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. And it's the Heat with the ball. Following the score by Golden State. Powell passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
The explosiveness off the screen. I mean, Bam's so good at knowing where to roll to after setting picks.
Hero against Curry. Green with a screen on Hero. Now here's Curry, tightly guarded. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Let's see some of the numbers here for Moses Moody.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Al Horford's checked in for Butler, and it's Buddy Hield in for Moody. And Miami also making a switch. Larson's checked in for Norman Powell. It's Adebayo, high post. Hero against Curry. And there's Hero. That's good. On the assist from Adebayo. And the Heat lead by 2. Here's Hield. A 14-point game for him in the win against Charlotte. Screen by Horford. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3.
Hands like a guard. Horford with that quick trigger.
Here's Hero. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. Adebayo, a screen on Curry. Pass to Wiggins. Top of the key. Rebounded by Hield. The Warriors have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Spins. Curry against Jaquez. And the basket by Curry. And now a 3-point Warrior lead.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments, he slips past the defense.
Now here's Wiggins, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Hero for three. Horford pulls it in. The Warriors lead by 3. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Here's Larson. Offline with a 3.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Outside Curry. It's stolen away. They're running. Pulls up for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. It's Podziemski on the wing. He played a great game against Charlotte. His first shot coming late. The shot won't fall. Heat trail by 3. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Pass to Wiggins. Adebayo, a screen on Green. Wiggins from long range. Hauled in by Curry.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Now here's Podziemski. Jaquez covers. Launches it from deep. And it's Stephen Curry with the 3. Curry's got 10 points.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
Minute 32 left in the first quarter. Hero for 3. Oh, nice D from Curry.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. And look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Pass to Podziemski. Outside, Green. Outside heel. Launches it. Adebayo grabs the board. Heat trail by 6. Takes it inside. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Warriors. Over the course of the last month, here are the NBA's best free throw shooting teams. In the third spot, the Warriors.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity stripe. Whenever you fouled them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler comes in for Stephen Curry. Miami also changing it up. Ware's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Norm Powell comes in for Wiggins. And it's Smith in for Tyler Hero. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Jovic, he's checked in for Miami.
Substitution for Miami. Number 5,
Pass to Heel. Horford, a screen on Powell. To the paint. Oh, swiped away. 41 seconds left in the first quarter here. And he hits the jump shot. Powell's got his second basket of the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Podziemski. Still without a bucket. Fires in the triple. And the Warriors lead by 7.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Healed against Powell. Just 3 on the clock. That shot missing. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly. And welcome back to our NBA coverage on this very special MLK Day. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Hield and Butler, they're the 2 and the 3. Al Horford out there with Kuminga, and it's Pajemski in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. You know, Richard, the Warriors have the 3rd most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, though, including the first NBA championship back in 47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in 75. But most people know about their rings from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Heat.
The ball goes to Miami.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Ware. Now here's Powell, guarded by Hield. Powell against Hield. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers, but some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
And so Powell nails them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Pass to Butler. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Out to Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Hield. Shoots over Powell. And it's Hield missing. Heat trail by 8. Here's Larson. Here's Jovic. That one's good from the corner. Jovic has got his first points of the night.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Outside Hield. Horford, a screen on Powell. Hield passes to Kuminga. Here's Butler. Rebound Miami.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
To the left wing. Pass to Jovic. Powell surveying the D. Here's Jovic. There's the triple. He drops it from range. Now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Outside Kuminga. And here's Butler outside. Doesn't go for him. Some solid D from Jaquez. Here's Larson, defended by Pajemski. Pass to Jaquez. And here's Ware. He takes it in. Miami moving it around. Larson with the bucket.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for Horford, and it's Stephen Curry in for Hield. And Miami with a change here too. Heroes checked in. Now here's Butler. He's got 7. Pass to Curry. They still need this. Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
Oh, you got to feel for the defense. I've been on the other side of the Curry flurry, and I still have PTSD.
Here's Powell. Pajemski grabs the board.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane, and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Back over to you guys.
That's his superpower. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Powell. We saw him with 19 his last time out.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Curry from deep three-point land. Jaquez grabs the board.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now here's Ware. Over Green, and it's Miami with another.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Butler on the wing. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Jaime Jaquez. Richard, tough as nails. Jimmy Butler always takes the fight head on.
And lifts his team when it matters most. And look, he's not for everybody, but look, if it's about winning, he's exactly who you want on your side.
One of the toughest players in the NBA. No doubt Butler's teammates love having him around.
Fields checked in for the Warriors. Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Wiggins comes in for Jaquez. Now here's Hero. Pass to Adebayo. To the inside. Bam! Drops the hammer.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
The Warriors leading. And here's Butler. Give him 8. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Excellent D there from Wiggins. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Powell. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
What a job Wiggins has done with his passing skills. Significantly improved over the years.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Heat.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Some timeouts you just know you're going to get yelled at. And with these turnovers, I'm going to tell you it's not going to be a very pleasant timeout.
Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Norman Powell.
Yeah, I just love how he's improved over the years. Part of being a big-time player is consistent growth. He's added to his game, and he's living proof. Hard work pays off.
Now here's Moody. No made baskets yet. Oh, Moody deadly from there. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Hero finds Wiggins. Back to Hero. Up top, Powell. Moody defends. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to Kuminga. Puts up a 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Wiggins outside. Adebayo against Kuminga. Outside Adebayo. Excellent D there from Kuminga.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Green with a screen on Hero. And a deep 3 from Curry. Rebound Miami. Wiggins got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Adebayo. Now where? His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Heels checked in for Kuminga. Mitchell's checked in for Miami. And here's Curry for three. Curry splashes it in.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Curry against Mitchell. Out left to the wing. Hero outside. And the officials call a traveling violation. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Miami Heat. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Sabonis and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers.
And looking at the Suns matchup, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Jackson Davis is checked in. Curry looking it over. Back to Hield. Over Mitchell. And it's Hield missing. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. They trail by 7. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row. Wiggins outside. Inside. And Adebayo slams it in.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Green finds Hield. Outside Moody. 4-3. The rebound by Ware.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Outside Adebayo. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3. And now it's just a 2-point Warrior lead.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Curry. 3-pointer. And Curry with the answer 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that have been consistently dominant on the offensive end of the floor over the last month. Number 5, the Warriors.
This is not a team you want to face right now. They are locked in on the offensive end.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's Mitchell. No points so far to the paint. The size and power from Bam inside.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Curry against Mitchell. Down low. Deflects the pass. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Here's Wiggins. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Working hard against the defense. Wiggins manages to draw the foul inside.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. The first one falls.
What I appreciate about Wiggins is that he doesn't force anything. He just lets the game come to him naturally.
And Wiggins drops them both.
I've been impressed to see Wiggins adjust and become a quality defensive stopper. He is fully committed to playing lockdown D on the wing.
Now here's Curry. 14 points for him last game against Charlotte.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Hero with it. Moody defends. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Quentin Post.
You love this intensity from Hero. I mean, he's willing to get physical there inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Good on the second one.
Now, you talk about player development. In a few short seasons, Hero became a true offensive weapon, someone who can hurt you in so many ways.
Now here's Curry. 21 points in the game. Outside Moody. Clock at 6. Green finds Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green. Curry's got 24.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Over to the left wing. Outside Mitchell. Miami moving it around. And he's going for the lob!
The passing of Hero keeps getting better and better as his career goes on.
46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Moody. Pass to Post. Now here's Curry. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Ware, guarded by Post. Now Adebayo. Ware, the screen. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. On target from range. Ware's got 7 points in the game.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Curry with it. Green with a screen on Mitchell. And again, it's Curry with a 3. Give him 30.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. And he's hit 8 3-pointers. Strong shooting performance in this one. Well, now a minute. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Welcome. And for that matchup with the Raptors, they're going to be tested on both ends. But we're talking to these guys. They're ready for it. They're hyped, man.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Warriors.
They're hitting their threes, but no guarantee that that continues. If I'm them, I'm coming out the second half with even more attack.
See, this is why you should be coaching, Jet. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And proud to have you with us on Martin Luther King Day for a special presentation of the NBA. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then there's Powell. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard. This will be his fourth shot at the line here in this one.
He could not find the mark from the free throw line in their last game.
One shot.
At the line for one.
Warriors lead by 3. Outside, Green. And here's Butler outside. That shot, no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Wiggins, no good. The Warriors' shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Pass to Moody. Outside Curry. And here's Butler. Now covers. 6 to shoot. Outside, Green. Shoots over Hero. And it's Green missing. Heat trail by 3. Well, Richard, Draymond Green credits you for giving him some important advice as a rookie.
I just encouraged him to be himself and told him that he's going to have to live with techs and fines because he is at his best when he is towing that line. You love it when Wiggins is aggressive in the lane. That's when he's at his best.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Curry, that's good. Curry's got 32 points.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
And he lobs it up to the Adebayo off the lob.
Oh, it's almost scary watching Adebayo throw it down. Incredible natural power.
Here's Curry. Outside Moody. The 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Hero outside. This one for 3. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. Butler's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's Green. And no good. Excellent D there from Wiggins. Butler against Powell. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
I'll tell you, Bam is having a massive impact on this game. They just can't stop him.
Outside Moody. Outside Curry. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
Pass to Wiggins. Here's Hero. Miami moving it around. Powell for 3. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler.
And the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. And here's Mitchell. Outside Adebayo. Back to Powell. Pass to Hero. Nice D from Moody.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Now Curry. Now Post. Counted by Adebayo. And Post gets it to go. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
They allowed him to establish deep position. Just can't do that.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop it.
Powell passes to Mitchell. Adebayo, a screen on Curry. Now here's Hero. Guarded closely. And that one's good. Hero's got his second basket on the night.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the Warriors making a switch here. Pajimski's checked in. And let's have a look at the teams who have racked up the most fast break points using real stats, real scores from the real NBA. 5th on the list, Miami.
Any chance this team gets to run, they take. A quick, athletic team on the break. This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And he drops the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. A 12-point game. Powell outside. Back to Wiggins. Miami needs to get off a shot here. Powell for three. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Green. Oh! Green dropping the hammer!
With how much Draymond moves on the offensive end, Green gets a lot of dunk opportunities.
Pass to Powell. Adebayo sets a screen. Powell passes to Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Here's Curry. 37 points for him. Off target with the three. Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Pass to Moody. Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. Good. Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Mitchell finds Powell. Now here's Wiggins. Butler covering. Adebayo sets a screen. Here's Wiggins. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Outside Moody. Back to Curry. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Powell outside. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. The Warriors lead by 13. Pass to Pajemski. Hero against Curry. They double team Curry. Now here's Moody. Butler on the wing. Hounded by Wiggins. He shoots. The shot by Pajemski, no good. Heat trail by 13. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Pass to Pajemski. And here is Green. Outside Curry. Oh, Butler getting aggressive.
When Butler is cleared for takeoff, just get off the runway.
To the paint. Here's Powell. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. From deep. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 now. Wiggins looking around. Pass to Adebayo. Miami moving it around. Powell for 3. Rebounded by Green.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Curry draws the double. Here's Green. Hounded by Adebayo. Outside Curry. Now Butler. Launches a three. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Wiggins against Curry. Oh, tough bucket. Wiggins.
You see the strength that Wiggins has added over the years. He can take on pretty much anyone at this point.
Green with a screen on Mitchell. And a deep three from Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Heat trail by 9. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Pass to Green. Here's Curry. They double-team Curry. And here's Moody, hounded by Adebayo. And here's Butler outside. Adebayo grabs the board. Hero, the pass to Powell. 1:16 left in the third. Adebayo sets a screen. Wiggins, no good. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Warriors. They've led by as many as 14. Butler, a screen on Hero. Outside Curry to win the drought. Sends it home from three-point land. Curry's got 43 points.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Pass to Adebayo. There's a screen by Wiggins. Powell for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Green, the pass to Curry. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
This is what Curry does best. He is so creative at getting into rhythm and staying hot.
And here's Hero. 5 points in the game. So it's the Golden State Warriors in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And thanks for staying with us, folks, for our MLK Day broadcast of NBA action. Hield and Butler, they're the 2 and the 3. Jonathan Kuminga's out there with Al Horford, and it's Pajemski in at the point. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Larson. Pass to Jovic. The 3. Rebounded by Butler. Butler's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's Horford. Now Hield. Powell covers. To the middle. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Jaquez. Powell with it. Now guarded by Butler. Butler against Powell. Pass to Larson. Butler with a steal. With the teardrop. Yes, it's good.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
For 3, Powell drops in the 3. Powell's got 20 points.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
Outside Pajemski. Horford outside from behind the arc. Counted from distance.
Earlier in his career, the three-pointer was come and go for Horford, but now it's a staple in his game.
It's Powell on the wing. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Healed against Powell. Down low. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Horford. Outside Butler. Clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And Horford gets it to go.
Solid all over the floor. Horford gets you buckets with ease.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. And Miami also making a switch. Hero, he's checked in for Jovic. Pass to Ware. Powell outside. Hero for three. No luck on that one.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Butler. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
It's on Tyler Hero.
And how many times have we seen this from Butler? Using the pump fake to manipulate the defense.
2 shots.
And he makes a first. And Richard, for those vets who haven't won a ring yet, how hard is it to take less money to join a contender?
It is not hard, and contenders typically count on that because once you've made the money, if you've made it that far in your career, if there's one thing left that you want to accomplish, that's win a ring.
Butler hits them both. Heat trail by 21. Pass to Ware. Hero for three. Warriors with the rebound. Golden State with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Butler passes to Curry. Back to Butler. Inside. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
It's tipped. And that'll be Miami's ball as it goes out of bounds. Heat able to keep the possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. Back to Powell. Over Butler. Here's Ware. Lays it up and banks it in.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Outside Pajemski. Screen by Horford. The 3-ball. Jaquez grabs the board. Jaquez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Powell. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
The game of green, it's about testing the defense, finding their weak spots.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
Free throw good. Green.
A vocal leader both on and off the floor. Green plays with a real fire in edge.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Larson. And both free throws good for Green.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Powell outside. Adebayo sets a screen. Powell passes to Adebayo. Outside Butler. Puts it up from 12. And he connects with a jumper. Butler's got 12 points in just the second half.
Whether it's at the rim or in the mid-range, Butler believes he's going to beat his man each and every time.
Back to Hero. Pass to Powell. Now Jaquez. Here's Hero. Miami, no good that time either.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Now Pajemski. And Grant, the NBA has made it clear it's an 82-game league with its participation policy levying fines for teams resting star players.
Yeah, B.A. But, at the same time, we've seen some, advocating for reducing the number of games, like Warriors coach Steve Kerr. They're arguing for quality over quantity. We'll see how it plays out.
Hero against Curry. Pass to Pajemski. Green with a screen on Powell. Here's Pajemski. No good from outside.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Powell with it. Green picks him up. Powell's shot is off. Here's Golden State. They're on a 17-7 run. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep possession. Fields checked in for Pajemski. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Miami. And here are the Warriors now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Curry finds Green. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to go on Jaime Jaquez. Well, a multi-sport survey showed that among respondents, the average age of referees in the U.S. was almost 57. Is that a concern, you think?
Well, we've seen that in the NBA. Older officials retiring and becoming teachers, and the younger generation coming in, still cutting their teeth. Ultimately, they've got to continue to learn and build, and that takes time.
And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
Hero, no good.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
This is Butler at his best. Being aggressive, attacking with confidence, and scoring with physicality.
Hero, the pass to Powell. Miami moving it around. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Graham, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
Horford outside. Up top, Moody. Pass to Green. Let's go with a three. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Here's Powell. Green with the defensive effort. The Warriors have gotten 8 of 13 shots to find the basket in the fourth quarter. Nice move. Moody misses. Miami has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Hero left side. Adebayo a screen on Butler. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Horford. Here's Butler. Pass to Moody. Tipped. Horford against Adebayo. Moody passes to Green. To the middle. Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Bringing the heat. Horford goes for the rim with real intensity.
And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Graham.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Pass to Butler. And he makes it. Butler's got 16 in the second half.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Hero, the pass to Jaquez.
Warriors foul. Jimmy Butler. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Heat, Jimmy Jaquez. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Miami making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Jaquez drops them both. Here's Pajemski. Richard, the league taking some steps to prevent flopping. What's the criteria for what crosses the line?
It's called STEM. It's an acronym for secondary, theatrical, exaggerated movements. Yes, that's a real term. It's kind of a limited definition, and it basically says, don't be an idiot.
And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Back to Mitchell. Pass to Hero. There's the 3. Kuminga pulls it in.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Outside Pajemski. Out to Heel. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Warriors.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
And this team really wanted to at least split this season series.
And what a huge performance it was for Stephen Curry.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And finished off by Adebayo.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. 35 seconds left to play in the fourth. Jaquez, the pass to Hero. Pure from three-point range.
3 points.
Smooth shot by Hero. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
20 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Kuminga. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
At the line for 2, Jonathan Kuminga.
First free throw is good. And so he's able to get one of two. And it's Miami's ball. Now Mitchell. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what. Give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy.